Okay, today we're on Rancho Escondido in Unit 3, Track 7C. We're about 8.5 miles off of Highway 12. We're at the northeast corner along the main ranch road here, which is maintained by the ranch. I think 325, 350 a year dues, and that's all they do. They got light covenants. They don't harp on each other. The people up in the mountains typically are coming up here for solitude and stuff. So it's a good ranch. They got power and phone actually along this road too, and like I said, we're looking about due west right here, and what you're seeing there is Cachara Pass up there that drops over into Levita through the National Forest and by the mountain lakes. That's the West Spanish Peak, which you should have a good view of. The bulk of the property goes this way to the south, and it's a nice flat level area up here on top with big expansive Sangre de Cristo views up there. You're coming around, and this is what you see back to the north. And the northeast property corner is right up here in this oak brush by this gate, and then it goes due south, and you can see the shape of the property. The rest of it goes along the road that way. So we're gonna go up the hill here and just came up off the road to get a really nice shot of that West Spanish Peak, and from here the video zoomed right. It looks about that big as you're standing here. So we're gonna go into this. It's got a real nice building area up here with lots of firs and spread out ponderosa pines and things. Okay, we're just heading basically due south along the eastern boundary line here. Bulk of the property with the nice flat tops this way. We're going to be gaining more and more of the mountains as we go. It's kind of neat in here. It's springtime, 50-degree average winter temperature here. So Colorado gets most of its snow in the spring. It's heavy and wet, and that's what we just had here. So this stuff's sitting around a little bit. Today it's about, probably about 70 degrees. And we're in first week of April here. You can really see that West Spanish Peak. Again, the boundary, that's off property over there. And this is on property over here. You see that West Spanish Peak again, it's about that big through the trees. Yeah, nice big flat top here. Big tall pines. Don't have to do much to put a camp spot or RV site in here. Okay, we just walked from that direction, which is back to the east from that eastern boundary, and again you can see the West Spanish Peak on the other side there. We're out on the end of this point where you start getting the Sangre de Cristo views to the west. And again, right here, those mountains look about like that. So you have real pretty views of the mountains to the west. And you got the what you see in the aerial photo on the site there. This little road right here goes to the gas well that's in the bottom center of the property there. And it's electrified, so you can't hear it from up here on top. And we're just walking out on the point. It's gonna be closer to the eastern boundary line, but you come out here, you can see on the topo where this point is. It's right above that gas well, and get some really pretty views out here. So that's basically due south this direction here, and there's the well pad down there, and there's the old Jeep trail, old ranch trail that went up that way. And actually, yeah, the eastern boundary line goes back. So there's quite a bit of this going this way. Eastern boundary line is just about halfway going up between those two little roads there. So this point is definitely on it, and this is going to be your best view. Again, mountains look about right like that. It's got all those, and you can see the West Spanish Peak back over this way. And you can see part of the ranch road that you come in on back over that direction, which the northwest corner of the property. I don't know if you can see this or not. This portion right here is over there. We're about right there, looking across this way over to the West Spanish Peak. Again, you see most of the Sangre de Cristos here to the west. And in New Mexico, where you can catch the top of Wheeler Peak over there where Taos is at, Taos, New Mexico. So you're about 25 minutes from Trinidad, Colorado, and you're only about 8.5 miles down to Highway 12. And you're real close to the mountain lakes. You got North Lake and Monument Lake up there on top with power and phone to this track. So you got plenty of nice flat space up in here too. Now we're just taking a hike back towards the eastern boundary line. You got a lot of flat spot up here, nice open land as far as mountain goes. You can see the treetops are pretty level going through here. You know, a lot of room. And we're just walking along the edge where you see the mountains back to the west. And this is you got a pump jack on the well down below. You see it down there. You hear it right here. It's an electric motor on there. The property goes down this little valley over here where there's little places where the water gets caught up down in there. We can hear frogs down in there. So again, the main road north is this direction, and we're walking kind of southeast right now. Almost due east. Got little rock benches coming all the way down here. Pretty neat. Just these little rock stair steps going all along here. And you see that other Jeep road down through there. The old ranch road I was pointing out earlier. So that eastern boundary line is going to be over here a little bit. They really start to get more of the mountains too. And they look about again, they look about that big right here. You see them all through the trees. And this will just take us back up the top where we started.